Hello everyone, welcome back to the co-creative writing ecosystem. Today we are addressing something that quietly shapes your decisions, your emotions, and your identity. Overthinking. Have you ever noticed how overthinking feels productive but actually leaves you exhausted? You analyze, replay conversations, imagine outcomes. You try to solve everything in your head, but instead of clarity, you get noise. Before we go further, if you are new here, my name is Tiziana Azevedo. I am a Brazilian writer and the creator of the co-creative writing, an ecosystem designed to help you consciously co-create the narrative of your own life. In this course, we explore how writing moves beyond self-expression and becomes a tool for emotional regulation and conscious self-authorship. Now, let's talk about overthinking. Overthinking is not deep thinking, is unstructured repetition. And repetition without a structure intensifies anxiety. The problem is not thinking. The problem is thinking without containment. When the thoughts stay in the mind, they expand, they overlap, and lose coherence. When they move to paper, they gain structure. In psychology, overthinking is often described as rumination. Rumination is a cognitive loop. The brain keeps replaying the same narrative without resolution. When this happens, the emotional centers of the brain, especially the amygdala, remain activated. At the same time, the prefrontal cortex, which supports reasoning and regulation, becomes less effective. So, the more you loop, the less clarity you have. You feel busy, but you are not progressing at all. You are circulating. Does it make sense? Writing interrupts that loop because writing forces sequence, and sequences create order. When you write, you slow cognition, you externalize emotion, and you create narrative distance. Instead of saying, I am anxious, you begin to observe. I am experiencing anxious thoughts. Because you are writing, slow down. That shift is subtle but powerful. It moves you from reaction to authorship. There is also strong scientific support for this. Research on expressive writing has shown that when people write about emotionally significant experience in a structured way, stress levels decrease and cognitive processing improves. Why? Because writing organizes emotional experience into language. And when experience becomes language, the brain shifts from emotional reactivity to integration. Unstructured rumination keeps the stress cycle active, but structured writing helps regulate it. That's the difference between looping and organizing. Here a simple exercise. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Write continuously without editing, just the flow. Do not try to sound intelligent, smart, whatever. Do not try to solve the problem. Simply transfer the mental loop onto paper. Then stop. Read what you wrote. Circle repeated patterns. You will begin to see structure. And once you see structure, you regain agency. If you'd like more guidance, I've created a full exercise notebook to accompany this course. We'll find it linked in the description. Overthinking feels powerful, but it's often fear repeating itself. Writing transforms repetition into meaning. Mental noise becomes narrative, and narrative can be shaped. In the next lesson, we'll explore how unfinished emotional experience continue influencing the present and how writing helps reorganize your internal story. If this series is helpful, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next lesson. And if you'd like to go deeper, the full transformative writing course is linked in the description. You don't have to silence your mind. You can structure it. I'll see you in the next lesson.